Hi, everyone. Welcome to Gratitude Tuesday. My name is Rena, and I am the recovery coach here at Capital Recovery. Last week, we had started an article of how to practice gratitude from mindful.org. Today, we're going to kind of pick up where we left off, and that is looking at gratitude and the brain. So it talks about having 4 ways to train your brain to practice more gratitude. The first one is to take time to notice what's around you. It says practicing mindfulness helps you tune into the present moment. It is possible that if you are a grateful person, you are more mindful of others' gestures. The more often you tune into your awareness, the greater the chances you will notice all the good that's around you. To feel your awareness, start that over. The more often you tune in your awareness, the greater the chances you will notice all the good that's around you to feel gratitude for, which can then bring satisfaction and happiness. Our ability to pick up on the beauty of nature, kindness from one another, the chance to make a living via a job, all require our ability to be cognizant of ourselves and our surroundings. Being mindful to help in the kitchen or the color of the sky allows us to generate gratitude by simply noticing. And that's one of those things that, takes some practice. I know for me, I still miss these little cues or these little things or, just to pick up on if someone's in need of something. You know what I mean? It's like watching somebody walk through the door with bags of groceries and not offering to help them. So, we want to turn that around and take time to notice. Are they struggling? Do they need an extra hand? Is there still stuff in the car? Noticing that it is happening around you, that way you can help and, pass some of that positivity to the other person because they're going to be grateful for your help. So it's things like that we need to take a little time to notice and, help train our brains to be more grateful and to, practice it and be aware of what's going on around us. The next one says to practice gratitude for the little things. And we talk about this a lot. When we talk about, those things that we take for granted sometimes, like being able to take a hot shower whenever we need to. So it's good to keep that in mind and to keep practicing that. And it says here, we often remember to be grateful for big events, like graduating from university or getting married, but it can be more difficult to feel grateful for the small things we do every day. Reminding yourself that eating a meal, for example, is in itself special can be very powerful. Your immediate awareness of the food in front of you, combining flavors while removing hunger, is a great way to enjoy gratitude as often as you eat. And if you have a hard time being grateful for simple things like that, volunteer at a soup kitchen. And you will find the gratitude very quickly for the ability that you're able to sit at home and make a meal at your leisure and just to be able to have the food to make. Another example is feeling grateful in the morning for being able to comfortably sleep at night. We gain comfort, satisfaction, and peace by practicing mindfulness and gratitude in this repeated fashion. And that's why, I talk about, looking for the things when you get up in the morning and kind of looking at the things at the end of your day. So and we discussed this last week, you wake up and it's like, okay, we got to set the mood. We got to set the tone for the day. And we want to set that tone to be a positive tone. So, thinking of 3 things that, you want to, practice in your day. And then at night, reflecting back on that and seeing where maybe opportunities were missed or to see, how well you connected with somebody. The next one says, share your gratitude for your loved ones. Most of us are a little bit guilty of taking our loved ones for granted. The next time you notice a kind act by a loved one, why not show gratitude by simply saying thank you or giving a hug? We ought to show appreciation and not let kind acts go unnoticed. Training yourself to show your gratefulness for loved ones can strengthen your relationships with others. And I think about this, and I think about maybe family members that I've lost. So there's like this reflection of, did I do good enough for them? Did I help them in any way? Did I make them feel, worthy, or, did I show my gratitude for them? And like, I'll go back and thinking about my grandmother, and, she really was like a big force in my life. And she was always there, if I needed anything, and always like, come over and eat dinner, whatever it may be. And thinking about like, did I show her enough appreciation for that? So when I think about that, it tends to make me more focused in on the people with the here and now, to make sure that I'm not missing those opportunities with the people in my life that are still in my life. Because I want to make them feel like their place in this world is special. And I think everybody wants to feel that way. And we can definitely help each other feel that way. So the fourth one talks about spread gratitude via your social media platforms. And I think this is something every one of us can do, even if we're not feeling grateful. It's a very easy way to kind of maybe flip that. Find a meme, find a quote, find something that shows positivity, that shows gratitude, that shows the different ways that we can express that, or just by making someone else feel, important because of it. Someone else might see it and it might change their whole day. And the fact of kind of like going out and looking for these things can, put that mindset in for us too. So it says social media can feel so negative at times, but using it to share your gratitude can help create a more positive online atmosphere. For example, share an uplifting moment from a recent event, or a lesson you learned from a book you read, or a photo of a place near you that you're grateful for. Spreading good and in a unique and uplifting way is one way we each can do our part in this digital age to remind each other that we have a lot to be grateful for. Let us each inspire one another in this way. And like, I think about those posts where people are like, show me a picture, not a selfie, but something that like makes you smile or makes you happy, or, you know what I mean? And it's a good way to like flood somebody's social media with a lot of positivity. So it's like, it might seem small, but, I've posted things that maybe like I was feeling that day, or maybe something I like was going through, and would have other people like, I needed to hear this. Thank you for posting this. So it's small, but it has a very big impact. So it says training our minds to practice gratitude more often is possible if we are mindful of ourselves, each other, and our environment. Let us widen our circle of appreciation. Please share your ideas for reminding yourself to be grateful. So the next section is talking about ways that our brains benefit from gratitude. So there's 3 ways gratitude benefits our brains. The first one, it says it can help relieve stress and pain. The regions associated with gratitude are part of the neural networks that light up when we socialize and experience pleasure. These regions are also heavily connected to the parts of the brain that control basic emotion regulation, such as heart rate and arousal levels, and are associated with stress relief and thus pain reduction. Feeling grateful and recognizing help from others creates more relaxed body state and allows the subsequent benefits of lowered stress to wash over us. Like we talk about this a lot, how gratitude can help reduce stress. It can help you sleep better. Just all these physical aspects of, of what it can do for you. And we talk a lot about, like at night, like I was just saying, like writing down like those 3 things that you're grateful for to kind of put your mind at ease and relax you and like to go to sleep, and kind of put your, if you're feeling stressed out that day, doing something positive at night before bed can help you relax and, thus help you sleep better. You want to read the next one?
Yeah, are we on 3?
2.
Okay, so it can improve our health over time. They are so closely linked to the brain's
opioid, I guess.
Yeah, networks which are activated during close interpersonal touch and relief from pain, and may have evolved out of the need for grooming one another for parasites.
Mm-mm.
In other words, our data suggests that because gratitude provides the brain network associated social bonding and stress relief, this may explain in part how grateful feelings lead to health benefits over time.
So we're talking about monkeys now? Maybe like I'm trying to figure out so I'm going to go that it has to go do with that very primal state of taking care of one another. Even animals who are grooming one another for parasites are helping and finding connection and just helping the people or the things or whatever it may be in their life. So I think it's really good to look at that aspect of social bonding as well, because in recovery, like when active addiction, like our social relationships were based on what you have, how much is it, when can I come get it, and that's about it. So like in recovery, it's we can be socially awkward. It could take us a little while to get comfortable talking to other people and having, more than one person around us, or, just not being alone at all. But it's really important to social bond because it helps build like relationships with people. It can help mend relationships with people. It helps create like this foundation of support for you. And, and again, it can relieve stress. Having, social interactions, emotional interactions with people, like that bonding experience is really an amazing thing. You know what I mean? That's why, like, in the 12-step fellowship I'm in, we hug. And like having that, like, just little bit of a moment with somebody else who cares, like, what happens to you and, wants to see you, do well, can be very impactful. So number 3, it can help those with depression. Perhaps even more encouraging, researcher Prathik Keeney and colleagues at Indiana University performed a subsequent study examining how practicing gratitude can alter brain function in depressed individuals. They found evidence that gratitude may induce structural changes in the very same parts of the brain that we found active in our experiment. Such a result, in complement to our own, tells a story of how the mental practice of gratitude may even be able to change and rewire the brain. That's like huge. To do something that really takes little to no effort, can have such a huge impact. And I can definitely say how, switching the mindset helps with depression. I've experienced that myself. You get stuck in your head and everything is horrible. My life sucks. Nothing ever goes right. It will keep you in that depression.
Yep.
So like trying to practice the gratitude or, find things that you're appreciative for in your life is, going to be so beneficial to you as far as, trying to come out of that depression or easing in a little bit. And I have found that, after 5+ years of, trying to practice a more positive mindset, I rarely feel depression anymore. Rarely. It really has to be something major to bring me to that point where I'm like, oh my God, I'm depressed. I don't want to talk to anybody, because I have spent all these years practicing this and, helping to like flip that switch. So we're going to go on to talk about the science of gratitude. Gratitude offers us a way of embracing all that makes our lives what they are. More than just a happy feeling for the parts of our lives currently going our way, gratitude encompasses the willingness to expand our attention so that we perceive more of the goodness we are always receiving. In the past 2 decades, a growing body of evidence in the field of social science has found that gratitude has measurable benefits for just about every area of our lives. Gratitude appears to contribute substantially to individual well-being and physical health. So much so that the Greater Good Science Center at University of California, Berkeley, a leader in research on the science of social and emotional well-being, describes gratitude as the social glue key to building and nurturing strong relationships. I love that, the social glue. Because you might be friends with someone or think you're friends with someone, and if you take them for granted, that relationship is not going to grow. And you're not going to be able to nurture any relationship if you take people for granted or don't show them empathy or compassion, or you don't listen. There's so many different things. And I love that they said, the gratitude as a social glue. I really like that part.
Mm-hmm.
So to finish it off, it says Robert Emmons, professor of psychology at the University of California, Davis, and one of the world's leading experts on the science of gratitude, defines gratitude as having 2 parts. The first is an affirmation of goodness. People can learn to wake up to the good around them and notice the gifts they have received. The second part of gratitude is recognizing that the source of this goodness rests outside of oneself, and that we receive these gifts from other people, and sometimes from a higher power, fate, or the natural world. In other words, gratitude helps people realize that they wouldn't be where they are without the help of others. And that is so true. So very true, especially in recovery.
Mm-hmm.
Accept help. It's okay. I'm so grateful for the people that have helped me, my parents, my kids, my friends, people I didn't even know, complete strangers in, a rehab facility or an IOP program.
Mm-hmm.
They are there to help. And, allowing yourself to be open to that help is going to help you exponentially in recovery. And it's like it says, recognizing that the source of goodness rests outside of oneself, not just by what you are feeling inside, but the things that are going around you at the time. And talks about the higher power or fate or whatever you want to call it. That's a huge source of support when it comes to recovery. And having something that you can believe in when you find yourself not able to believe in anything else can help you get through a lot of things. So, oops, we already did that. A brain built on gratitude. Do you want to read that part?
Sure. Gratitude is more than just a momentary good feeling. Scientists who have studied written gratitude interventions, such as gratitude letters or journals, have found benefits for an individual's mental health and well-being. Gratitude practices also appear to help you feel more satisfied in life and can boost your self-esteem, according to peer-reviewed research.
Yep, that written word. You know what I mean? Putting pen to paper. And I've said this 100 times. It's a very powerful thing. It gives what you're feeling or what you're going through a life of its own.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a huge benefit, whether it's a gratitude journal or just a journal of what's going on inside your head. Even if it's something writing down the bad things that happened that day, you're getting them out. You're putting them on paper. You're, giving them the life of their own. And that can help take that feeling out of you, as well as putting down the gratitude can help build that feeling inside of you. And I think this is the last one. Oh, yeah. The science to feel happier. In one study involving nearly 300 adults seeking counseling services at a university, one randomized group wrote a gratitude letter each week for 3 weeks. The gratitude group reported significantly better mental health compared to the control group at follow-up, 12 weeks after the last writing exercise. Another type of written gratitude practice is counting blessings or 3 good things. The study of this practice found that people who wrote down 3 things that had gone well in their day and identified the causes of those good things were significantly happier and less depressed. even 6 months after the study ended. That's pretty powerful. Oh, we do, like, am I doing this section? No, that was the last one I was gonna do. So, kind of a short day today, but thank you for joining us at Gratitude. Please, as always, come in, join the group, and we just love to have people come into the center in general. So, you're always welcome, and we appreciate you. And you